What 8-year-old, 10-year-old kid doesn't want a shark in his fish tank? It died, got another one, it died, etc., etc. I didn't know any of this existed. And we decide that the perfect thing we can do is breed tilapia, which brings me to the giveaway. In today's video, I want to talk to you all about how I got started keeping fish. Not just recently, but I'm talking about the way back machine when I was a kid, how it all got started. I want to briefly give you guys the rundown so you know where I'm at and where I came from. The big thing today is I also want to do a 500 subscriber giveaway. Now, this is something I was going to plan to do like in a few weeks or a month. We were slowly creeping up on 500, but in the last few days we kind of got skyrocketed up. So I'm going to talk about that in a second too, but make sure you stay tuned to the end of the video so you can find out how to enter and win the giveaway, what I'm giving away, etc. But the reason why I kind of got boosted to 500 was my last video, or I guess 2 videos ago now, was an unboxing of aquarium co-op stuff, including this shirt. Actually haven't taken it off since I unboxed it. The aquarium co-op team ended up sharing that video, and thank you everybody who's new, especially coming from that video. It's crazy to see that video get like thousands of views when normally I release a video and I'm like excited that 100 people, 200 people watch my videos, which is still crazy to me. But to see like 2,000 people watch a video of mine is just like beyond belief. So thank you all of you who came and watched. You know, if you guys who subbed, unbelievable. You guys, that's the reason I hit 500. And especially everyone who's been here, you know, the whole time from the beginning. A lot of you guys I still talk with and chat in the comments. I still try to, you know, answer every single comment. If I missed your comment, I'm sorry. I try to respond to every single comment, and I want to continue to do that. It's been cool getting to know some of you guys in the comments. I really enjoy chatting back and forth. You know, a lot of you guys are also, you know, YouTubers, big and small, or just, you know, fish keepers yourselves. So it's awesome to kind of talk with all of you. I've gained a lot of knowledge, learned a lot from, you know, your comments. So thank you all. I appreciate it. But thank you everyone, not only for watching, subscribing, but liking the videos and hitting that bell. All you guys are the reason why we've hit 500 subs and are only going to climb from there. Also just hit 100 followers on Instagram. So if you're not following on Instagram, go check it out. I appreciate everyone who's following over there as well. I've been posting videos or pictures or videos every single day. Once again, a big thank you to, you know, Corey, Jimmy, and the whole aquarium co-op team for sharing that video. That was crazy. Obviously you guys are a huge inspiration to me, and inspiration is going to kind of be a theme of this whole video. It's going to play into the giveaway. So without further ado, let me get into my fish life story. Like a lot of you, I'm sure, I had fish growing up. Actually, my first 2 pets, and I've had a lot of pets, but my first 2 pets ever were 2 goldfish named Sunset and Set Sun. Don't ask me what kind of goldfish they were. I don't have much recollection of them, but the first fish I do remember a recollection of was a beta, I don't know. But we had one of those things, Siamese fighting fish. Let's go with that. Siamese fighting fish. That's what we called them when I was a kid. But we had one of those guys on top of the fridge in a hexagon, little hexagon tank. I mean, terrible, tiny, horrible. And, you know, half the water would evaporate, and then we do 100% water change. It was bad. Around that time, I also had a 20-gallon community tank, which I loved my Bala Shark and my Grommy, and, you know, I had the steel blue gravel. I don't know what else I had in there. A few other Tetras, I think. Once again, at this point in my life, we're talking, you know, I'm 8 years old, maybe 10 years old. I'm bad with that kind of stuff. But I just remember the Bala Shark for sure, because, you know, what 8-year-old, 10-year-old kid doesn't want a shark in his fish tank? And the Grommy, I had a blue Grommy, definitely had a blue Grommy, probably multiple. Now that I'm thinking of it, I think I had one, it died, got another one, it died, etc., etc. I don't think my mom knew anything about a nitrogen cycle. The internet wasn't a thing yet, really. If it was a thing, it was still the whole internet, so you weren't, you know, you weren't getting much done. I was gaming. I wasn't worried about how to keep, you know, how to take care of fish. I was trying to play video games. As terrible as it was, and it was terrible, you know, looking back, you know, I didn't know any better, and not an excuse, but I know in talking with a lot of people my age and even older, you know, unfortunately, it was common. After that, if we fast forward, you know, through high school, I didn't really keep fish. You know, I had dogs, actually bred guinea pigs for a while. That was my first ever business card. I made a business card out of construction paper when I was like in late middle school, beginning of high school, and I bred guinea pigs. My buddy and I in high school, my best friend, and I always wanted to open up a pet store. So pretty much throughout, you know, high school and then college, you know, like I said, I had dogs at home, kind of got rid of the guinea pigs, didn't keep any fish. After college, I really started to get the fish bug. I actually moved to Florida from New York, have a lot of family down here, was staying with family. I actually wanted to make a saltwater tank really bad. And how I approach things normally is a lot of research, like almost too much research before I jump into it. So I mapped out this whole perfect tank in my mind, put it down on paper, and probably had an Excel spreadsheet knowing me of everything worked out, It never happened. I bought a tank, it sat in the garage, I was still living with family, didn't have the time. I moved out, downsized. That tank sat in a storage facility for a year or two and just collected dust until my best friend, who had actually moved to Florida at this point, and now we're talking 2016, so we're out to like 2 years ago now, and he comes to me with this really random proposal. He goes, "Hey man, I came into the shipping container, you know, like those ones that you see on those overseas big ships, and he's like, you know, we can use it, we can do something with it. Why don't we breed fish inside of this container?" And, you know, he knows me, so I was like, my mind starts racing, like, oh, this is awesome. Let's tinker around, let's have some fun, throw it back to the old school days. And of course, we start doing some investigation, and we decide that the perfect thing we can do is breed tilapia. So believe it or not, the current fish cave with the rack system is the second iteration of my garage turned into a wacky waterland. All right, here's a video update. Tilapia, today is Friday, August 5th. Breeding tilapia in my garage was an epic adventure. It ended in an utter failure, and it's definitely deserving of its own video. So I'm gonna make a video on that specifically, and I'll release that as soon as I can. Definitely subscribe for that if you haven't already. After the tilapia breeding kind of went kaput, had a few tanks left over, actually ended up selling all of those tanks, and then a few months later, kind of got the fish bug again, and my wife bought me a 55-gallon off of Craigslist, the same 55-gallon we have right now in the living room set up as the Mbuna tank. And that's kind of when I started getting into watching Aquarium Co-op and a lot of other YouTubers, and kind of, I'd never heard of freshwater cherry shrimp or, you know, plants in an aquarium. I didn't know any of this existed. And over the past year and a half, my passion for the hobby has just grown and grown and grown, and I've wanted to learn more and more and more, and I still have so much more to learn, which is awesome because I love just digging into something and trying to, you know, learn as much as possible, and hopefully sharing that information and gaining more information. I'm so happy I found out about the plants and the shrimp, and there's so many more species that I'm now aware of, and I have some information of that I want to be able to keep and breed and just, you know, showcase and learn more about, which brings me to the giveaway. The theme of this video is going to be inspiration, and actually I got the inspiration for doing kind of like my fish life story along with the 500 subscriber giveaway from Ron over at Friday Fish Facts. So big shout out to Ron. If you don't know about Ron's channel, check him out. I'll put a link in the description below. He's a funny guy and covers some really good, you know, useful topics. So to kind of bring it all full circle with me kind of getting back into the hobby and being inspired and learning about, you know, cherry shrimp and plants for the first time, that's the giveaway. I want to give away a package of cherry shrimp and some plants, maybe some snails. I don't know. I'll talk to the winner, and we'll hook them up with, you know, a little package that works best for them, and I'll ship it out to them. Unfortunately, it's going to be US only. I really appreciate all my subscribers worldwide, and I think in future giveaways, maybe I'll do some type of, you know, gift card or something, because I do look at, you know, the analytics, and I see people from all over the world watching. I think, you know, 50% or so of people are from US, but a big shout out to everyone, you know, across the globe. I definitely appreciate you guys watching, and thank you. In order to enter the giveaway, it's really simple. Number one, you just got to be subscribed. Number two, like this video. Number three, leave a comment below. Now, in the comment below, just tell me who inspired you in this fish keeping hobby and why. It doesn't really matter who it is. It doesn't matter if it's someone personal or not. You don't have to go into a ton of specifics. You can be general. The fourth and final thing you have to do is just share any one of my videos. It doesn't have to be this video. It could be any one of my videos. Just pick the one that you feel like someone may get the most out of. that they'll enjoy the most, or they'll learn the most. You know your friends the most. So share one that you think people will enjoy of my videos. Once you've done those 4 things, next week, next Sunday, we're gonna release a video. I'm gonna pick the winner. It's gonna pick a random comment from below, 1 entry per person. Like I said, I'm gonna do these in the future again. Maybe some more of these shrimp and stuff giveaways. Maybe gift cards. For people messaging me about buying shrimp and stuff, I've gotten a few messages and emails. I'm trying to get back to you one by one. Unfortunately, I don't have a website or a store or anything like that. I only have a few tanks. So right now, when I have a few extra stuff, I'm selling them, trying to work up my stock in different colors. So I'm hoping that eventually I'll have some really good shrimp that I'll be able to maybe offer to you guys at cheap prices. Thanks again to every single one of you. A big shout out also to my local fish friends. It's been awesome, getting to know people on YouTube. I've also gotten to know a handful of people here locally that I'm, getting to know really well. And since we don't have a local club here, it's been amazing. I'm really enjoying making these videos, and I hope to continue to do it for a long time to come. As always, stay positive and stay passionate. How I approach things normally is a lot of research,